this show is called Caution Safety Goggles Required. It's my first ever nationwide tour. I'm Greg, by the way, hi. And it's a show of curious questions and often explosive answers. I love this venue. It's amazing. The staff here have been incredible and marketing has just been fantastic. Thank you so much. It's a really easy load-in for us. I love purple, so of course that means I love the place. And it's really nice because you're really close to the audience, so it's a really beautiful venue to play in. I say that, I haven't actually played here yet, but you know, I'm feeling that, picking up the vibes. So I studied science, natural sciences at Cambridge, and while I was there, as well as doing the study bit, I also went out and spoke a lot to school kids and did a lot of radio there, did like a science radio show and a bunch of other things, and just realised that I loved this thing that I've now come to know is called science communication. So going and talking to people about science, getting them excited and enthused and inspired. And I decided that I wanted to follow a career in that. So I found that there was a postgraduate course after my degree course in science communication at Imperial College, so I went and did that. And then someone said to me, why don't you go and become a Blue Peter presenter? And I thought, that's not likely for a guy from the Lake District who's, you know, just never really thought about this world of telly. But I went for it actually. I saw there was a job going and I got down to the final 12 or something like that, and I thought, oh, hang on a minute. So I started doing more and more presenting as much as I could, just with friends at the weekends, and then someone saw the show reel and kind of went, oh yeah, all right, we like what you do. And they gave me a CBBC series, and that was about 10 years ago, making kids' invention ideas into reality. And it's kind of gone from there. I then spent quite a while behind the camera, worked as a producer and director, so coming up with the ideas and filming them. Then I've slowly gone into more and more live stuff, which brings me here. I've done school shows, then festival shows, and now first ever nationwide tour. So it's been an exciting last 10, 15 years. So I've done a number of shows before. Some of them have been shows about kind of explosions and fire and that sort of fun, exciting area of science. Some of them have been more about scientific adventure and story and trips that I've been on. And I kind of was thinking, right, what do I want my first ever theatre tour to be? So I've kind of taken bits of that and played with it and got a brilliant team on board that means that it's a bit more theatrical. We've kind of produced it up. We've got this amazing, huge set. I'm joined on stage by Neil Kelso, who's a brilliant musical comedian amongst all sorts of other things. We've got stage manager, pyrotechnics experts, and kind of built it up. So it's been a big kind of creative process to get to where we are. Taken bits from all the stuff I've done previously, plus added lots of new bits in and worked with lights and worked with sound. So hopefully everyone will really, really enjoy it tonight. So I've been slowly building my team over the last few years really. When I work with someone and I think that they're really good and we get on really well and that they bring a lot to something, I tend to kind of keep them on board and keep trying to work with them and become mates with them. So that's kind of happened with various people in the team, and then I've slowly started to realise who else you need in that little team, both the touring team and the production team. So I've got a brilliant producer called Lizzie, who I've been working with for a couple of years, who helps me work out what projects to do and is really involved in the creative as well. I've got a brilliant stage manager called Nick, who I've been on adventures with, and he's absolutely brilliant, so he's kind of all over the tech and the tech setup and all of that for the show as well. Fantastic pyrotechnician and health and safety pro, Matthew. Neil, who I've already mentioned, who's on stage with me, he's great. And Tim the Flamingo. Now Tim normally lives in my lounge at home, but I thought, Tim only ever sees these same four walls. I should take him out on an adventure of his own. So Tim is up on the shelves. I don't know if you can see him there, but we'll show you. He's up on the shelves and he kind of quite often just, you know, surveys the scene, makes sure everything's all right during the setup, and then hangs out up there for the whole of the show. This is a really, really exciting career to get into. A few years back, people were doing science communication, as we call it, but it wasn't really a profession. They were doing it as well as studying at university or doing amazing research at university, or they're doing it as part of another job or in a charity. And now you can be a freelance professional science communicator, which is what I do. And I wear a whole bunch of different hats. Live shows is one, TV spots is another. I get to be the science guy on Blue Peter, which is like a dream come true, and doing a lot of YouTube as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you can take this career. And I think the key for anyone who's interested in it is to try as much as they possibly can. See what they enjoy the most, see what feels natural to them, because you've just got to do what you naturally feel works for you and that you enjoy and you get good feedback in. So that's the first one, try loads and see what kind of clicks the best. The second is get as much feedback as possible from everybody, because you can see what you're doing in one way, but what's even better is to ask everyone else what they think. That'll really help. And then the third is just go for it. Like, you've got to fight and work really, really hard and give yourself kind of a deadline. That's what I did. I was like, right, if I haven't got to where I want to be or started on that next step in a year or in 2 years, I'm going to pause, go do something else and try again. Because there are not that many jobs going, I guess, in this. You have to make your own jobs. There's loads of people going for it. So try. Don't ever really fully give up, but don't pin everything on it at the same time. Enjoy it, because it's awesome. It's like the best job in the world.